I will show you a trick. Hello, this is Aaron from Disaster Guyz. Once again, we apologize for the hiatus. We've been doing a lot of things. Today, we're going to talk to you a little bit about how to improvise a weapon. A small game bow can be used for small game, personal defense in a real pinch. They can be made really cheaply. They're functional, so we'll show you a couple things. We have a 4-foot length of 3/4 inch PVC. So the first thing I'm going to do, bear with me here, this is a little bit of an obnoxious task. First thing we're going to do is cut a couple nocks for the bowstring. You just want to cut deep enough that you can see into the PVC. And then, there we go, just like that. Keeping them oriented on the same line. Place into my next cut. These don't have to be perfect. The more aligned they are, the less tension on the bow itself, less chance that it will fold. It's not a permanent solution. It's very temporary, but it's cheap and it can be done pretty quickly. So once I've made both of these cuts, I'm gonna open them up a little bit, and this seems to be the best way to get those, get that bowstring to seat. And given the tools that we have here today, just like that, that's really all you need to knock a bowstring on one of these things. 550 tensile strength parachute cord. This stuff is really awesome, and it makes good bowstring. It'll seat most arrow nocks that are out there. All right, so we just measure the length of the bow. That's how long the bowstring should be. And then we always secure the ends of the parachute cord with a little bit of flame, melt them to keep the cord intact, make it so that the sleeve doesn't slip out around from the nylon in there. All right, there we go. So I'm just going to do a simple slip knot so that I can adjust it to the size of the bow itself. There's one end, just like that. Same thing on this end. Raining. The bow is finished. We just need to string it. The strategy for stringing a long bow, or one of the strategies for stringing a long bow. This is really more of a short bow. I'm going to step through just like that. I'm going to prop the end of the bow against the outside of my left foot, then bend the bow around my knee, and slide that string into place, just like that. We have a bow. There's one more thing I'll show you, which is how to make an arrow. If you're getting the tools to do this, go to a hardware store. They usually have parachute cord, they usually have PVC. So I just bought a dowel and I made an arrow with no fletching, just like that. And then I just used a saw to cut a little knock in there. And with a bow like this, you don't really need a whole lot of ballistic accuracy out to great ranges. This is a close-in weapon. Hello! I'm shooting at this target that's about 10 feet away. I just want to show you kind of what kind of penetration you're going to be getting out of a shaft like this. Without further ado, with no head on it, about 3-4 inches of penetration, which is plenty. I'm having fun. I'm gonna try to take this a little more seriously and put some fletched arrows downrange here real quick. See what we got in terms of decent fletching. That should fly. There's a bullseye. Not a bad tool to have around, a bow, if you know how to use it, obviously. So there's a little primer on how to build a survival bow. Thanks for tuning in, and we've got a few more videos on the way, so stay tuned, as it were.